All right, y'all. Give me a second. We back. Y'all, I'm gonna let a few of y'all come in real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead. Well, we're just gonna go ahead with it right now. It's getting kind of late. So we're just gonna start it off like, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy, Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Although this might not be breaking it. First of all, yeah, today is September 15th, Sunday, 2024. And this might not be breaking news to some of y'all. Hey, what's up, Jackson boy? Just coming on, man. I was going to do the show yesterday and earlier today, but got to watching that Saints game with my son. And, but after seeing this breaking news with the third attempt on Donald Trump's life, I decided to come and share my interpretation on some of these things. Hopefully we get a lot of people in that join us. Matter of fact, if y'all join in this live video, man, please hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed also, man, because again, a lot of people are not getting notifications when I go live. Also, share, and most important, hit the comment, man. Leave a comment. Ask any questions you want. Also, I'm gonna pin this up there. So if y'all can make a donation to this channel, y'all please do. But anyway, let's get right off into it. Earlier today, I think it was it's been about 4 hours ago, we learned that there was a third assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. He was, from what information I'm getting, they still releasing the information kind of slowly, but the general information is that he was at his golf course in Florida. This was like at his home, and some guy was hiding in the woods as he was getting ready to go from one hole to another hole. The guy took a shot at him. Now the Secret Service and the FBI, they have this dude in custody. But this leads us to ask a question: what is really going on in America, man? This supposed to be the land of democracy. But let me tell you something: ain't no such thing as democracy here in America. America is falling apart, Jackson boy. America has been falling apart right now. I mean, when you have an election cycle, and here you have a group of people who feel that they can't win. If they was ahead in all these polls, like they were saying, why are they still trying to take this man out? So that means we're being lied to about a lot of things. Also, something I was going to do a video on the other day. Here they are. They're telling us not to believe our own eyes. Y'all remember in that debate when Trump was talking about these people coming in here, people eating dogs and cats and stuff. Now, he might have been a little bit exorbitant in his description, but the mainstream media, y'all know that they telling us that was a lie. But we all saw this video. I know pretty much everybody watching this video saw the video of the girl somewhere up north who was eating a cat. She had killed somebody's cat, man, and the girl was sitting there eating it when the police pulled up on her. But they're telling us not to believe what we saw. You remember how Red Fox say, "Who you gonna believe, me or your lying ass eyes?" But yeah, they're trying to tell us not to believe what we saw. We're seeing the pictures of the people up there in Ohio going killing the geese. And eventually now they're not eating them in public. But yeah, they're killing the geese. Now, if you've been in Ohio, I was up there for almost a year or so. I'm seeing these geese every day all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So we living in a bizarro world. We living in a fantasy, because majority of the people, I'm put it like this, the majority of the people would believe somebody that they see in a fancy suit and tie on the television telling them something, as opposed to researching it for themselves. This is how propaganda is spread, psychological warfare, y'all. This is what we're really dealing with. It's called psychological warfare, where these people are literally trying their best to brainwash us into believing certain narratives, even if these narratives counter what we see with our own eyes. This is crazy, man. So yeah, there was a second attempt on Trump's life, man. Now again, if you as you all come in, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, but if y'all come in, man, leave a comment. We can go as long as you all want to, but it all depends upon you all comments. Anything y'all want to ask me about, local politics here in Shreveport, Bossier City area, state politics in Louisiana, national politics. Anything that y'all want to talk about, just let me know. What's going on with folks? Oh, bro. Yeah. And boy, them look like space boots, yeah. Hey, what y'all be working on the moon space shuttle? But anyway, uh, what's keeping what is keeping us distracted? Everything. Everything from sports, entertainment, and the news itself. Because like I say, they're really what they're doing, man. The reason why I won this channel has been demonetized, and I'm having trouble. I'm having to ask for donations. Whereas at one point I was getting money from these videos, is because they don't want you to question what they tell you. This is why we're being distracted. Because if we researched and did if we did our research for ourselves, we would find out everything in America is a lie. What we're being distracted from is the fall of the American empire, y'all. What we're witnessing is the decline and the collapse of the Western society, the imperialistic society of America and Western Europe. For so long, they were able to, the powers that be were able to lie to us with impunity. And because we only have few mainstream sources. Well, we have all kind of mainstream sources, but you only have few people telling you the truth. And they have to control the narrative. They can't have people such as myself coming out and saying things that make you even question anything that you hear on that news. They don't even want you to question anything that they're saying. This goes back to Operation Mockingbird. Now that's a whole nother video in itself. But yeah, in Operation Mockingbird, they took basically all the media formats. Remember, at one point it used to be over 300 news media sources, but under Bill Clinton, when they did that, they did some kind of act. I forget the name of it. They took it all from 200 different sources and gave all the power to 6 companies. So there's only 6 media companies in America that controls everything you see, from Fox to CNN, ABC News, CBS News, MSNBC, Bloomberg. There's only 6 companies. And then another way they use to control the narrative, they get us hooked and distracted by the social media. You see what I'm saying? Now with social media, they're finding that it's hard for them to control the narrative because you have people such as myself, Jimmy Dore, and other people who actually do research and come out and tell you the truth. And this is why they suppress our channel, like especially my channel. I'm a small channel, man. I could have been a little bit bigger if I just played along with the game and just, chose a side and give you the news from that point of view. But they have to keep us distracted, keep us fighting against each other, so we won't ask questions of what they're really doing. That's why we're being distracted. They're distracting us from a lot of things. They're distracting us from the fact that we are literally in World War III, y'all. It's not what we used to see in the past in World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Iraq, or nothing like that. Now it's what they're using. They're using proxies, meaning that they're using other countries. The United States and Europe are using other countries such as Israel and the Ukraine to fight the wars for them against their enemies. But it's backfired. Y'all hear what Putin said this week. Now they got this thing. Let's switch over to the Ukraine. Now, Ukraine is asking for the United States for permission to use the long-range weapons that we're giving them to strike inside of Moscow. So what's happening now is Vladimir Putin, saying, if you all give the go-ahead to the Ukrainian army to use these long-range weapons to strike Moscow, we will literally be at war with NATO, meaning that they will be at war with the United States and Western Europe. You see what I'm saying? And once he's, I mean, that means anybody can get it. Now, the danger of these long-range weapons that Ukraine is trying to shoot in deep inside of Russia, they can hold nuclear-tipped warheads. So we're on the verge, man, of a crazy situation. It's really like, again, we're at war, but right now it's a proxy war. But Russia said we're gonna blow the shit wide open if you all start letting them use these weapons to strike us. That means we can strike you all. Mostly we like to think that we're protected over here in America, but y'all gotta realize they got ballistic missiles that they can shoot up from Russia up over the Antarctica and hit America in a matter of seconds. Then you also have to realize if this war in Ukraine escalates, that now the United States is going to find, the United States and Europe going to find ourselves fighting against China, North Korea, Iran, India, Pakistan. All these countries that I just named, y'all have nuclear weapons. So I don't think, I pray that our government leaders are not that stupid, man. But they would do anything. Every time, notice when the economy crashed in 1932, the Great Depression, they had to find some way to take the blame off the government. So they eventually allowed ourselves to be in that war. Like they knew what was going to happen at Pearl Harbor, but they had to it's called manufacturing consent. That means they have to get you and I all hot and bothered and hyped up about going to war, because ain't nobody really right now trying to send their kids over there, man, to fight these wars for a government that won't even give us as American citizens none of the benefit that they're giving these illegal immigrants that's coming here. Again, so they have to keep us distracted, and while behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, they give us all these smoke and mirrors. Like everybody today was focused on that New Orleans Saints and Cowboys. Who that, baby? I mean, New Orleans beat the dog crap out of Cowboys today. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with being entertained. But see, they use social media, getting back to how they use social media. They use social media to control the narrative. This is why they're really trying to ban TikTok, because most people are getting their news now from social media. Now they have control over Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube. They have government control, because you got to look at it. Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, they work for your government. Your government they have contracts with governmental contract for businesses, and also I heard something in the back. They get contracts, especially Google. They get military contracts. Yeah, y'all go research that. I ain't got time to go off into that, but yeah, they are being paid to distract us with social media. Notice, I can't even get my channel monetized no more. My channel gets buried so deep in the algorithm. Again, this is why I be asking you all to leave a comment, leave a like, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because once you all engage with it, that they have to push it up a little bit every time. Every time somebody make a comment, it goes up a little bit higher, and that allows other people to say, "Hey, hey, I see the real news behind news on. Let's see what he talking about." Then more people join in it, and then it lets me build back up in the algorithm. But y'all got to realize there's 3 people in America that pretty much controls your day-to-day viewership or activities, what you see and hear on social media. Again, those 3 people are Jeff Bezos, who owns Google, who owns YouTube. You know, Google is the #1 search engine in the Western world. But in the Western world, we are only allowed to see 30% of what's on the internet using Google. They censor you on Google. Then you got Mark Zuckerberg. He owns Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. Instagram is probably the most popular of all the American social media channels, but it's even being controlled by government entities who y'all would think I'm lying in conspiracy theory. All you gotta do is just look. Zuckerberg just admitted that they came to him and used Facebook and Instagram and his social media platform to lie to us about the last election. It was already admitted. They lied to us about COVID. Now we ain't gonna talk about that because that's a sensitive topic. That's one of the reasons why they start getting these strikes, and then they started demonetizing this channel. Speaking of demonetized, man, y'all please help out this channel, man. Cause see, I don't get them checks like I used to. So now I have to depend on you all to help. And I'm gonna be real. Sometimes it gets frustrating, and that's why it be taking so long for me to do in between these videos, man. Because I be having to, whereas somebody that's sitting up here lying to you or just trying to entertain you with a version of the news. Now, man, I have to get out here and get it out the mud. So, if y'all really like what I do, man, it don't take much. If 5 of y'all give $1, 5 of y'all give $2. Something like that. Right now, somebody can just hit the cash out, throw whatever it is, because it's not like I'm begging. Think about it. I'm not doing no more than what your pastor did at church this morning. When a lot of people go to church this morning, they ask for you for your tithes and offering. You come and give your tithes and offering to the storehouse so we can keep God's house going. Well, hell, I'm trying to build a house for my son and I. So people be thinking it's begging, but hell, how am I begging when the preacher asking for your money? Shit, preacher got come pulling up in a brand new Mercedes. His daughter driving a BMW. His wife driving a Lexus. And don't nobody say nothing when pastor asks for tithe, then he turn around and asks for offering. But if I ask people, oh, he on there begging. No, it costs time and money, to do these things, if nothing else, I got to pay for the internet. And nothing else, I still got to feed my child. But anyway, yeah, I'm just saying though, Jackson boy, people would like to say that why you begging? I'm not begging. I'm asking y'all to support this channel. If you like Lil Durk, you support him by buying his streaming music, don't it? If you like, you know what I'm saying? If you like, whatever you like, you support it. You usually go out and purchase something, to show your support. So I'm not asking y'all to pay my bills, but hell, help me out. Got the phone bill coming up. If y'all want to see no more videos, nothing else, just help me, with small donations that will get, nothing else, allow me to pay for the internet that I have to run this on with. But anyway, let's get back to the show. And again, please, y'all leave questions, man. That's what makes make this broadcast really more effective, because I don't want to just get up here and talk. Because if it's just me talking, man, I'll get bored real quick. But I want to hear what questions you all have, and I do my best to answer those. But again, going back to it now, what we're seeing is what they call a banana republic. See, y'all got to realize, here in America, our government is well experienced in overthrowing other countries, either by assassinations, by color revolutions, which is nothing more than coup d'etat. A lot of time what we do, we send tens of millions and sometimes hundreds of millions of money to agents in countries that we want to overthrow. This is how they overthrow them. They'll send money and they'll start spreading that money around to people, telling them, hey, your government this, man, if you really want to, if y'all want to be like America, just follow me, man. Bring more and more people to these meetings that I'm talking about. And they eventually put so much and they ferment revolution in a revolt in these countries. They get enough people. Look what they did in Venezuela. They thought they had enough people where they could actually overthrow the Venezuelan government through their election. But they failed miserably. This is what we do on a day-to-day basis around the world. Now, if we is that experienced in overthrowing entire countries, how much experience you think it takes for them to do the same thing here in America? They go by it in different ways. Again, they go by it in America by controlling what you see and hear, trying to control the narrative. Anybody in their right mind does not believe these polls that Kamala Harris is leading Donald Trump. Why won't people stop working to gain control over the government? What happened to we the people? Shit. Well, the people are really sheep. The government don't look at us as citizens. They look at us as a product, a commodity. that they can use to extract the wealth from the citizens, first of all, to keep themselves in power, but to fight these wars. So there's no such thing as we the people, because now the way that they're twisting things, they need us to continue to fight against each other. As long as we're fighting against each other, we cannot come against them. We won't ask questions because we're too busy fighting each other because white and black, skin color. We're busy fighting each other on pro-life or pro-choice. We fighting each other. I mean, you ever notice everything in America is the blue corner or the red corner? When you look at wrestling or boxing, in the blue corner, this person, in the red corner, the Crips and the Bloods, blue and red. Everything in America has to be divided. So it's as long as we're divided, again, we can't unite as people and see that it's the government who's fucking over us all. They sit up in, that's why they pushing Trump campaign as a bunch of redneck hillbillies, and they pushing the Democrats as poor, disenfranchised black, brown, and yellow people. When in reality, none of us as citizens has any control over anything, because if we tell them we want something, way up in Washington, D.C., they don't hear us. They would go in and say, well, this group here doesn't want that. So now they create division. This is how they easily create division. And how they do it, they use the news. Why you think Fox is total Trump and CNN is totally against Trump? CNN is for Harris, and Fox is totally against Harris. See, they got to put out two different narratives, but all of them are controlled by who? Who controls your media that you see on television? Believe it or not, it might be CNN, it might be Fox, it might be ABC, but guess who actually controls the narrative? The ones who make the weapons, the military industrial complex. When you see the commercials for Boeing and all that, y'all got to realize Boeing, even though they might make airplanes, they also make jet fighters. Boeing also makes missiles. You know what I'm saying? That travels and blow things up. Who else controls the mainstream media? Oh, when you watching the news, soon the first commercial come on, what they showing you? A pill. A pharmaceutical company is now showing you a pill whose side effects include bleeding from the liver, taking a dump and your spleen might fall out your butthole, and then the most crazy side effect of all, they have to tell you this, but some side effects includes possible death. You see what I'm saying? But they're the ones who sponsor the news, so the news has to give you a narrative. If I sponsor you, that means you have to do those things that I tell you that I need said or done. So when you look at the mainstream media, all you gotta do is you can tell who sponsors who by the commercials. Whatever commercials you see, that is who's sponsoring the message that you are hearing. Again, going back to Operation Mockingbird. I see we got a couple of y'all in there. Please, man, I can't tell about the likes and nothing. I need to get my other tablet. But y'all, I'm hoping y'all enjoying this. And again, I'm hoping y'all hit that like button and subscribe. But the more, see, now again, by one or two people commenting, now the numbers are going up. See, we started out with 3 people, now we up to 11. At one point I seen like maybe, I think it was 15, but it dropped back down real quick. I don't know if these 15 people just don't like what I'm saying, but I thank you all for everybody who was here. But again, I need you all's questions. Let me take this down for a minute. Remove Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I figured something out. See that? And again, that's another reason why I be asking y'all for the donation to support it, because I mean I'm trying to upgrade this. Right now I'm using StreamYard, but StreamYard they got a premium package that I really would love. I can then start inviting up to 20 some guests. I get a better format layout, better thumbnails and stuff. But I just figured out something, man. Thank God. But again, I need you all to leave some questions. Ask them some questions. But I'll continue. So now we got this attempt. Again, this is an attempt. It's really election interference, these assassination attempts on Donald Trump's life. See what I'm saying? I mean, think about this. That man has to be such a threat, and they have to be lying to us so much, talking about Kamala Harris is leading all these polls. If she was leading in these polls, why are they so worried that they literally have to get Donald Trump out the way? Why do they have to assassinate this man if he's losing? That's a question you got to ask. So we're being lied to about this whole election process. But most importantly, now let me show you how the Democrats screwed over their over their party. They gave you Kamala Harris. Now do the all through the early part of the spring, this summer, they've had primaries in all these states. Put the candidates on the ballot. Joe Biden was on there, RFK Jr. on the Democrat side. They had what's called primaries. Now, in these primaries, you, the citizens, got a chance to vote and say, we think this person should represent the Democratic Party. And they basically forced Joe Biden on you. But when Joe Biden started, it was obvious that he got the IQ of a sack of lunch meat. Well, they was like, well, we got to do something now. All the people that voted for Joe Biden did not have a chance to even vote for Kamala Harris. They just gave you her. Is that democratic? Did you all get a chance to say, well, did they give you a chance to say, well, since Joe Biden, we forcing him to step down? Did they give you a chance to say, well, now we can have to do another primary and see who the people really want? Do they want Kamala Harris? Do they want RFK Jr.? Do they want Jill Stein? No, they didn't do that. They just told you this is your candidate. See, even in the Republican Party, they had primaries, and it was overwhelming that everybody on the Republican side wanted Trump. But in the Democrat side, I mean, this is how they took the democracy away from the people, in the Democratic Party. They took it away by not allowing you the chance to say, well, we don't want Kamala Harris as our candidate. We want, again, Jill Stein. Because see, I'm gonna show y'all some game that nobody's telling you again how they everybody think that it's just Trump and Harris that's running for office. No, you still got two more candidates that they don't tell you about. You still got Dr. Cornel West. He's still on the ballot in the majority of the state. You also have Jill Stein. She's on the ballot for president. So why are we only hearing about Trump and Harris? It's because the corporate control of these two candidates. Now, I'm gonna be real when it comes to Trump. Don't be fooled. He said he gonna do this. He's gonna do this. He said that the last time he was in office, but when he got there, he found out that life ain't what it really is as president. He might have some good idea, but when them men in them black suits come in and say, "Well, Mr. Trump, we appreciate you for wanting to do the best you can for the country, but this is how shit really works, and this is what's going to happen." You got to be careful when you thinking that the president runs the country. All the president does is the face. So you got to realize the United States is a corporation. The president of the United States is the CEO of this company called America. And the company's our main objective is what? To make money for its investors. So when you got the military industrial complex, Raytheon, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, you got all these people, Pfizer, and all these people in the pharmaceutical complex. You even have a complex of private prison industrial complex. You got all these major corporations. You got the banks. You got the insurance company. All these companies have a vested interest in who the president are, and they're going to spend as much money as they can to get their candidate elected so that when that candidate wins, now they can get laws and legislation passed that continue to make the fat cats at the top richer and make us poor. See, the president don't really care about the common man like us. Some they might pass a law, for a special interest group like up on the Obama. Look how many laws were passed for the LGBTQ, QRS, elemental P community, but wasn't nothing passed for the black community. No, we didn't get no special consideration. Hell, up under Obama, the Asians and Joe Biden, the Asians and the immigrants are getting way more than us as black people, and we've been here all our lives. We've been here. After my ancestors been here before slavery. Now, I'm gonna be real. That's a whole nother story too, because they like to tell us that majority of us came from African ancestry, when in reality, it was more black people here before the white people even came. Before slavery, they start bringing chattel slavery into existence and bringing people from the Atlantic Middle Passage. Black people were already here. When you go look at the real history of the Native Americans, these people were black, y'all. They started. I mean, that's a whole different story. I don't know how I get on that, but yeah. But I see. I really thank y'all, man. Unless y'all got a few more questions, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Because it's getting time. Oh, let me see something. It's almost time for my son. I got to spend a little time with him before he lay down and get ready for school. Yeah, he, get ready, and he's doing good. I thank everybody who supported us. Who's supporting us, helping us get this house built. We as far as a house. Somebody, again, I hope if y'all really follow me locally here in Shreveport, y'all know that somebody gave my son and I a house. Somebody gave us. They won't give us reparations. We could use that money. We deserve it. I'm gonna show you something, Jackson boy, how evil and stupid they really are, and it says a lot about black people too, and our spending habit. They would have to be foolish as heck not to give us reparations. You know why? Because majority of the Negroes that get those reparations are gonna turn around and spend it all the next day. They're gonna get that money right back in the form of consumer spending, plus they're gonna get money right back in taxes. But guess what? The people that's coming here right now from other countries, they're automatically getting stipends, man. I mean, like these people are getting food stamps. They're getting money for housing. And they just came here, and guess who paying for it? Us black people and white people who are citizens here. They're taking this money from us every pay period, man. They're taking money out of our check for Social Security and other taxes, FICA and all that. This is where they're getting the money from to give to these people. You mean to tell me they can create a $200 million or $2 billion package to help immigrants locate into the United States, but they can't give black people $200 billion or $2 billion for the years of oppression that our people have suffered? And now, a lot of people will say that's not on us. That was ancient history. Now I'm gonna show you that shit ain't ancient history, because here in Shreveport, Louisiana, my mama, who was born here in Shreveport, Louisiana, my mama is still alive right now. She could not drink out the same water fountain as the whites in Shreveport. So that shit ain't ancient history, man. Look how they fill the jails up with us. I'm gonna post that up again, y'all. Y'all, if I can, because I ain't gonna say it too much no more. I don't want nobody to say that nigga always big. And I'm big. I just ask y'all, man, if you can support. Hell, I know I see plenty of people that got bigger channels than mine that show their cash up all the time, and nobody say nothing about that. But with me, I guess it's because I only do a video once every 2-3 weeks. But hell, I'll be too busy working, man, or trying to get things done. But yeah, I mean, think about it. I got to get out here and work to build this house. We got all the inside frame, all the sheetrock torn out the walls, the bathroom, the kitchen, and bedrooms, living room, everything is tore out. Now we got to come back, buy a new bathtub, a new toilet, a new bathroom sink. Got to buy a new kitchen sink. We got to, first of all, get the whole house electrically rewired. Man, that's $4,000 that I don't have. So I have a couple of people in my family that's helping me. There's a lot of people who support me through these donations, man. Like this week, we got We got to get ready to pay $500 just to have the electrical, state electrical cert come out, and we got to pull a permit and have them to come out and give us the clearing to do the electricity. I gotta have that $500 before I can even start on that. Come up with the $4,000. It might take me 2 months, man. And I'm gonna be real. I'm not with that hustling shit no more. Now I don't sell drugs or nothing like that no more. I'd rather get up here and ask people, hey man, y'all hit that cash out, help us out. It ain't for me, man. Everything that comes my way goes to feed that little boy. If y'all seen my son, that little boy big in the mud, 14 years old, already 185 pounds, 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. He's bigger than me. Sometimes he'd be like, Dad, I'm hungry. I'd be like, okay, son, just get Dad a second. I'll find something. Just don't hit me, son. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, my son, he's doing good. But let me see if we got any more. Giving everyone else that money, but black people. The only thing they're going to give us is a hard time. Only thing they're going to give us is a bunch of rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Saying that, pull yourself up by the bootstrap. Or what if you don't have a pair of boots? You know? Why y'all always complaining? Y'all got it good. Go back to Africa. Bitch, I never been to Africa. I was born and raised here. You see what I'm saying? This is what we're told. But they telling everybody else from all around the world, yeah, come on in, y'all. We got free money for y'all for housing. Like right now, they talking about giving all these people that's coming in here discounted phone services. Do y'all realize over the last 20 years, they have let more people into this country from other countries than there are already black people here? There's only, I think, 40 million black people in America, y'all. In the last 20 years, because they done let over 60 million people. The object of that is to, hold on. Hey, nephew. I thought that was my nephew. I'll call him. See. Yeah. Yeah, hey, you ain't got no change, man. About go half on the pack will be okay. All right. I'll go after I finish this video, man. If you buy a pack, when I get paid that day, cause I still owe you that 3. Anyway, I'm talking. I'm forgetting. I'm on live. See, I mean, you know. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I need some nicotine, man. But anyway, come on, y'all. Chime in. Leave your questions, man. I can do my best to give you answers. I mean, that's all I can do is, you know, if I don't know the answer by the time I get the next video, something else we're gonna start doing now. On Sundays, I know for a fact I'm off on Sundays and Thursdays. On those 2 days, for sure, I will be doing video. I can do videos somewhere like around about this time when I know I can get maximum exposure. And I see the numbers are going up and down. But it's really time for me to get ready and end this video. I'm just giving back to information again. Let's go back to what we started talking about. Donald Trump has faced his 3rd assassination attempt. That dude must strike fear in the hearts of these people for them to be so afraid of him winning that they're willing to openly assassinate this man. They're literally willing to assassinate this man that they're so afraid of him. Now, how many of those Democrats are afraid of? How many Republicans are afraid of Kamala Harris? How many even death threats has she even gotten? None. So that kind of they showing you their hand, man. Ain't no Republicans. I don't think it's Republican. Well, that first dude, they say he was a Republican, but the first one when the dude was shooting from the top of the building, they say that dude was a Republican. Yeah. But anyway, what's going on to the point where this is the 3rd time now that they didn't try to assassinate Trump. Salute, has 50 Cent made an impact in Shreveport? Somewhat. We know with Hurricane Chris, he made a lot of controversy, but he's buying up a lot of property. And if nothing else, if he uses black contractors, yes, to restore these properties, he will have a giant impact. Just the morale boost that he has by bringing his studio here. You know, the fact that he can be able to create a lot of jobs for the minority community. So yeah, there's an impact, and right now you can tell that people are thrilled and excited for the opportunity because this man is buying up a lot of property downtown, and a lot of that property is old and has to be renovated. So again, that gives a chance for economic prosperity for black contractors who have been shut out. We're being shut out in a lot of the city contracts and stuff like city and state contracts because a lot of these contracts are going to the immigrants who have come over and applied for work visas. Now you got to realize when they apply for these work visas now, they don't have to pay the taxes that we have to pay, but they getting all the contracts because they're able to put 12, 13 people on a job. You know, and a lot of time they might have to do the job, but they're getting a lot of the contracts. So with 50 coming in, 50 will he will bring the opportunity for black businessmen and women to get a lot of these contracts that otherwise we wouldn't have in real estate that otherwise would just be dilapidated, just be sitting there. So yeah, he's making a positive contribution. The lady you mentioned is an American in another city, mentally ill. No, that lady is not an African American in another city. I know you're talking about. You're talking about the lady who was eating the cat. She was mentally ill, but she's not from America. She's not an African American woman. I forget what nationality is. But again, that shows you. There's put it like this. Trump was telling the truth when he said these people coming from other countries are not the doctors, the astrophysicists, the scientists. You know what I'm saying? The cream of the crop. We're getting the mentally ill. We're getting the criminals. You realize, like in during the Mariel boat lift in Florida, when Fidel Castro opened up his jails and just started sending all the criminals in his country up into America. Now, not just putting, but that's when you had all them Cuban and Haitians and all them coming from down there. Those countries emptied out their jails. No, this lady was not. She was not an American. She was from another country. But then when you look at the pictures, we know for a fact what's going on up there in Ohio, where the Haitian population, they got a lot, they got a big Haitian population that exploded over the last few weeks. I mean, last few months. And we seeing them people eating the geese. We're seeing it, well, we're not seeing them eating them in public like this lady here was caught I'm talking about literally live on camera. The lady couldn't even understand. This chick was not. Then you look at what's happening in places like Chicago and Aurora, Colorado, where you got these gang members from South America coming in taking over. Hey, black people, white people, all you gangsters, y'all ain't seen no gangsters like these boys. These boys are not. They're not no joke. But I could, hey, Robert Stanford, if I'm gonna go back and the triple check, quadruple check, but no. That lady was not from America. She was a foreigner. And yeah, she was mentally ill. Now that does play a part in it, but still. I mean, look at all the mentally, if that's the case, even if she's American that's mentally ill, is she eating a cat? Why is this lady not getting proper medical treatment for her mental illness? But yet these people coming from overseas, their kids are getting free education. You know what I'm saying? These kids, they coming over here, they getting health care. Yeah, you got a lot of them come over here just to have babies in America. And once they have babies in America, they call them linchpin or whatever babies. Now they get to stay here because as long as their child is born in America, the parents get to stay. So again, the lady that I mentioned, I know she was mentally ill. She lives in another city, but we're gonna go back and research that. If I do a video before Thursday, I'll make sure I'll bring that up to the forefront. Because I mean, hey, I could be wrong, but no, this lady here, she's not American. She's not American born. She's foreign born, and she's in this country illegally. So either way it go, we know that in Springfield, Ohio, that was not too far from where we was, up from Columbus. Yeah, they was they got a big population of geese, wild geese. And you see seeing pictures in well, we ain't seen too many videos, but we are seeing pictures. We are hearing from the residents. When you go look, do the research, you hear a lot of people in the residents of these cities, residents of these cities, saying, yeah, they watching these people go down there and kill the geese in the park, kill the geese, break their neck, boom, walking up the street with them. You know, now there ain't no difference from hunting, but it's just the idea you're letting these people in here, man. And like the Haitians, they don't get when they now another thing. Think about it, when the Haitians come as immigrants, they don't get a lot of the benefit that the people from South America. Believe it or not, you got people from China, Iran, Iraq, all these folks coming through the border, man. They're coming through the border. A lot of these people are not don't have visas or work permits. Now, a lot of people from China are coming through the southern border. They fly over to South America and they make their way up through Mexico and get first class treatment. The United Nations has been caught funneling these people. They give them hotels as soon as they get to the American border. They give them cell phones. They give them debit cards with, like, some people say, up to $8,000 on these cards. All I can say is might stack up on all your stuff, and you need to survive. Remember, you sold. It's like Rome. Like you said, yeah, it's just like the Roman Empire. What we're witnessing is the fall of the American government. Hold on a second. Okay, I apologize for that, y'all. But yeah, it's best thing we can do as Americans, because we're going to see, if nothing else, we're going to see the collapse of the American economy with this BRICS coalition that Russia, Iran, China, India, now 100 some countries, major countries, Pakistan is trying to get into it now, have come together and dropped our dollar. Even Saudi Arabia no longer is selling their oil for the dollar. And this is going to cause a major crash in our economy over the next year or so, especially as they add more countries and we start to see the real-time effects of the BRICS coalition. So y'all study the BRICS coalition. Again, it's Brazil, Russia, Iran, China, and there's another one. But yeah, but now they got 180 other countries. All of Africa is kicking them, the Western imperialist governments out. So what it is, we can't go around the world no more and dominate these people and oppress them like we used to. So America right now, they're trying to fight these proxy war for control of these resources, but they're not these countries are not having it no more. So just like Jackson Boy say, we need to start preparing ourselves for financial collapse. And the only way that you could do that, you're gonna have to start stocking yourself up with food. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start investing your money in something other than the dollar, like maybe crypto. But I'm thinking the government is trying to find a way to take over the crypto industry. But you're gonna, like, gold, silver, something that's gonna be tangible that you can continue to support yourself and your family with. Um, yeah, make sure that you have medications, believe it or not, just in case we do get into a chemical warfare. You know, if we get into a nuclear warfare, none of that shit means anything, because the majority of the Earth is going to be polluted anyway. But yeah, you got to prepare yourself for what's to come. Okay, y'all. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and end this video. I'll try to make some things happen real quick. But again, I thank you all for all y'all comment, your input. I thank y'all for who came in and watched. I thank you everybody who hit that like button and subscribe button. I'm hoping that somebody will hit that cash out, within the next 4 or 5 minutes. I'll catch this store before it closes, get some bread. I definitely damn sure do need some bread. Yeah, get some bread. Fuck some nicotine, I get some bread. But if y'all can, man, support this channel, man. Tell all your family, your friends, and 3 Negroes up the street from you and your family and friends about this crazy dude who be bringing y'all the real news behind the news. If nothing else, I question everything that I say. I'm not always right, but based upon the research, I won't get up here and tell you nothing that's wrong. But you, even me, question everything that you hear. everything that I say. And then once I do that, then you find it's going. Once you start questioning, it's gonna take you on a rabbit hole. You're gonna go so deep, man. You're gonna need a shovel to dig it. But again, I thank y'all for that love and support, man. Hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed for when I come on Thursday. If anything happens between now and Thursday, y'all know what I normally do. Since I can't even go live on Facebook, they blocked me on Facebook. I can't go live no more on Facebook. So they really, but there you go, right there. Salute, Jackson, boy. You hungry? You? All right. Yeah, Dad will try to make something happen so we can get something tomorrow. Oh, something else I was going to ask you too. All right, well, I'll ask you when I finish this one. But y'all support and make sure again that you subscribe, to this channel. If you got questions for another video that y'all want to hear me talk about in other videos, y'all can always leave comments on this video. You know what I'm saying? Or any video I done, I get notifications. I still am able to get notifications through YouTube Studio. So, hey, man, till y'all see me again, man, hit that like button, hit that share button. Tell a lot of people about this channel. And if you can, make a donation to this channel so we can keep going and I can keep bringing y'all the real news behind news. Let me spend a little time with my son before he has to go to bed. But until then, man, y'all be blessed.